We're so glad that you're here. And if you're going to be joining us for the Central Florida Christian Chamber Expo coming up, we want you to be familiar with the speakers. And one of the speakers that's going to be there is Robert Fullerton. And Robert and I are able to serve on the Christian Chamber, Central Florida Christian Chamber, and the U.S. Christian Chamber together. This is just a man that's upstanding and has just a host of wisdom. And we're so glad that you're going to be speaking. And we want to get some insight ahead of the expo. Robert, welcome.
Thank you very much, Suzanne. Thank you.
Absolutely. Why don't you share with us what you're going to be speaking on? Maybe you have the title of it.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's called As Wise as Serpents, Strategic Planning for Christian Business Owners.
And what is the overall message of that?
Okay, so the overall message is that as Christian business owners, we are competing in an environment that's sometimes hostile towards us and hostile to the principles of God. Mm-hmm. And as Jesus sent his disciples out into the world, he warned them that there will be wolves and that they need to be as wise as serpents. So we want to borrow that instruction from the Lord and apply it to our businesses. How can we be as wise as serpents so that we can not just manage our businesses effectively, efficiently, and profitably, but that we can also represent the message of the gospel in what we do and how we do it. And so it's a combination really of being financially well-managed, financially disciplined, and also getting the inspiration that comes from being connected to God and to his word. Mm-hmm. And that really is the message. I'm passionate about this because I want to see Christian business owners succeed. I believe it's important. Christian businesses are an important part of building the kingdom. And if they succeed, then the kingdom advances.
But Robert, Christian businesses can be competitive too. I mean, it's easy to find that gray area when it means making a little bit more money, right? But God has very strict boundaries and rules that you're going to be speaking about, that gray, right?
Yeah, God doesn't want us to walk in shades of gray. Right. He wants us to succeed, and we are going to be very competitive as business owners, but we're going to do it the right way. Mm-hmm. The Apostle Paul, for example, says that we have to provide all things honest in the sight of men, meaning that what we do and how we do it has to withstand scrutiny, and it has to be on sound biblical principles. We want to compete, we want to be strong, we want to be the best. We need to grow our market share, we need to improve our bottom line, but we have to do it according to biblical principles.
Because we're called to higher standards.
Exactly. We are representing the kingdom of God, and the kingdom of God has principles, and we can't say that we are Christian and we're representing God's kingdom and we do everything like the world does it. And we bend the rules and we cheat on our taxes and all of that stuff that people do just to make sure that their bottom line looks better. We can't walk in that and expect to be good ambassadors, and also to expect God to bless us, because he says that he blesses those who adhere to his word and who follow and abide in what he says.
So our financial strategy and our biblical integrity have to be aligned with each other, is pretty much what you're saying.
Exactly. And the thing is, when we do that, we succeed. God has promised, he's undertaken to bless those who walk in his precepts and those who build on rocks. And one of the dangers that business owners, small business, and even large business owners, the thing that we do wrong is that we don't build on solid financial principles and financial footing, and we expect to succeed. And so it's a combination of the two. It's financial strategy and biblical strategy coming together in one to make a successful business.
Robert, why don't you share just a little bit about your history and your experience?
Sure. So I am a CPA. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, which is where I started my career in public accounting in a firm of UK chartered accountants in 1979, which is a long time ago. And I spent most of my career in not public accounting, but in managing Christian businesses in the latter part. But to some extent, it was built on working as a CFO in corporate management. And as a CFO, my job really was to do two things, was to solve problems for my employers and come up with strategy to move the company forward. So I have a lot of experience in financial management, strategic planning, turning businesses around, building market share, building shareholder value. And I've been doing this for about 40 years of my life. I really enjoy seeing businesses succeed. And I've been part of some really successful businesses, and I've been part of some spectacular failures. Businesses that just did not get where they were supposed to go. And so I've seen both sides of the fence. I've seen what makes a business succeed, and I've seen what makes it fail. And I want to bring that experience to help other business owners avoid the pitfalls and benefit from the experience.
Robert, we're looking forward to you speaking at the Expo. Talk again is called As Wise as Serpents, Strategic Planning for Christian Businesses. We've got all your contact information on the screen. And if you want to contact Robert ahead of the Expo, please feel free to. So we're looking forward to it, Robert. We'll see you at the Expo.
Thank you very much, Suzanne. Looking forward.